Let's be real. When tax season rolls around, most photographers feel completely lost. One minute you're editing dreamy golden hour photos, and the next you're staring at tax forms wondering what the heck a Schedule C even is. If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what a Schedule C is, why it matters for your photography business, and how to fill it out without the stress. Hi, my name is Heather, and I'm a wedding and senior photographer based in PA. On this channel, I love educating other photographers about taxes and finances as a small business owner, and I'm so excited you're here. And don't worry, you don't have to become a tax pro overnight. I've got a free masterclass maximizing your tax deductions as a photographer, where I'll walk you through the 5 most commonly missed tax deductions that could save you serious money this year. Grab your spot at the link in the description. All right, let's talk taxes, but in a way that actually makes sense. Let's start with the basics. What even is a Schedule C? This is the tax form you use to report your business income and expenses if you're a sole proprietor or a single member LLC. Basically, if you're running your photography business on your own without employees or big partnerships, this is the form that tells the IRS how much money you made and how much you spent to run your business. It's the form that determines your profit, which determines how much tax you owe. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal. Think of a Schedule C as a 2-part story about your business. Part 1 is how much money you made. This includes every single dollar you earned from client sessions, print sales, second shooting, commercial gigs, everything. Even if you were paid in cash, Venmo, or barter, it still counts as taxable income. Okay, part 2 is how much money you spent. This is where your business expenses come in. Things like gear, editing software, website fees, and travel costs. The more legitimate expenses you track, the lower your taxable income will be. And that means less money owed to the IRS. Yes, please. At the bottom of the form, that's where the math happens. So it's your total income minus your business expenses equals your profit or loss. That final number, that's what gets taxed. All right, let's talk about some mistakes photographers make when filling out their Schedule C, because these can cost you money or even trigger an audit. Mistake number 1 is forgetting to include all income. The IRS expects you to report everything. If you receive a 1099-NEC or 1099-K, the IRS already knows about that income, so make sure your numbers match. Mistake number 2 is not tracking expenses properly. If you're guessing your expenses at tax time, you're probably missing out on legit deductions. Here's a pro tip. Use a bookkeeping system, even a simple spreadsheet, so you can track as you go. If you're looking for one, I have one in my shop called the Tax Prep Spreadsheet. This is the exact spreadsheet I used in my first few years of business before I could afford QuickBooks. You can grab the link down in the description. And then mistake number 3 is claiming personal expenses as business deductions. If you buy a camera but use it for family vacations 50% of the time, you can't deduct the full cost, only the business portion. So rule of thumb, if it's exclusively for business, it's deductible. If it's mixed use, only part of it is. Now, if you don't want to panic every April, here's what I recommend. First, separate your business and personal finances. Have a business bank account and credit card. This makes tracking way easier. The second thing is track your income and expenses all year. Whether it's QuickBooks, HoneyBook, or a spreadsheet like I mentioned before, find a system and stick with it. Then the last thing is learn what you can deduct. Most photographers miss out on huge tax savings because they don't know what's deductible. This is exactly why I created my free masterclass, Maximizing Your Tax Deductions as a Photographer. And if you want to make sure you're not overpaying in taxes, grab the link in the description and I'll walk you through the 5 most common deductions photographers miss so you can keep more of your money. All right, we just covered what a Schedule C is, how it works for photographers, the biggest mistakes to avoid, and how to make tax season way less stressful. If this helped, hit that like button and subscribe for more photography business tips. And don't forget to sign up for my free masterclass to make sure you're not leaving money on the table this tax season. The link is below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next. Let's be real. When tax season rolls around, most photographers feel completely lost. 1 minute you're editing dreamy golden hour photos, and the next you're staring at tax forms wondering what the heck a Schedule C even is. If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. In this